Donald Trump has an official meme coin. Melania dropped hers just 2 days later. Both are exploding hard, sucking liquidity out of pretty much everything else. Is Barron next? In this video, I want to talk about how this whole story played out, the risk-reward setups for these meme coins, where people are buying, and how high these Trump meme coins can realistically go. You want to be very careful with this play. All right, let's dive in. So here's the background. On January the 18th, Trump dropped his new official Trump meme coin on X. Now, it's a Solana meme coin, and unsurprisingly, it started pumping almost immediately. Now, if you feel like you missed out, don't. Right? No one saw this coming, well, except for the insiders. After Bitcoin hit that psychological 100K barrier a little while ago, markets had been consolidating sideways. It was a quiet Friday when Trump dropped the news, right? Some were asleep, others just chilling. People were essentially caught off guard by the news. Now, parts of crypto Twitter initially faded the announcement for, I guess, two main reasons. Number one, scam fears, right? People weren't sure if Trump's X account was actually hacked. His NFT launches in the past usually came with flashy videos and a bit more fanfare. This one dropped pretty quietly with what I would consider to be average production quality. Right here we have a pretty average website that any semi-serious meme team could whip up. And look, people just weren't sure if it was legit. Number two, trauma. Right? People initially faded Trump also because of the botched Hoc Toi launch a month ago that screwed over a lot of people. Right? Everyone's now hyper vigilant on high profile launches. And unfortunately, this Trump coin launch does have, in my opinion, the hallmarks of another case of crypto bros, right? Talking to high profile people who don't really understand the Web3 scene into using their names to launch tokens and then make a killing off the back of speculators and retail FOMO. And we can kind of tell by looking at the tokenomics, right? It's quite shocking, right? More on that later. Yet within 48 hours of launching, Trump at one stage came within striking distance of becoming a top 10 cryptocurrency, and in doing so sucking massive liquidity out of the crypto space. Alts, large and small, were pulling back as people essentially rotated liquidity into the Trump coin. Trump then saw a very harsh dump. We're looking at a whopping 60% pullback almost instantly. Why? Because Melania dropped her own Solana meme coin, and then traders began, as expected, piling into that. Right? You can't make this stuff up. So it looks like perhaps the beginning of some, I guess you can call it a coordinated Trump family meme coin program. So who's next? Well, my money's on Barron. He's obviously the most marketable Trump after Donald and Melania. And some even joke on X that Barron might be behind all of this. And who knows, he's a clued in Gen Z who could well be the Trump family's point of contact with the crypto devs behind this. So should you buy Trump? Should you buy Melania or any potentially new meme coins launched by the Trump family? Well, you do want to keep an eye on that valuation. If I switch to market cap, right now Trump is valued at $11 billion. That puts it into the large cap territory. And if I scroll down, we can see that Trump is currently the 18th largest cryptocurrency. It was 15th yesterday, but it is playing up there with the likes of, say, Sui, Avalanche, right, native blockchain tokens, along with important infrastructure players such as Chainlink. If you look at Melania, almost $2 billion, right? So it is a mid-cap meme coin. So none of these tokens, both of them, they have a significant amount of money in them already. You're not particularly going to be early if you buy in right now. But still, there is a bull case argument that right now, the risk to reward setup still looks favorable. Right, Trump's re-election is a major global narrative right now, and it's making waves in crypto thanks to his pro-crypto regulation busting policies. And this includes talks of a potential Bitcoin strategic reserve for the United States, which I covered last year. Polymarkets right now, very interesting, currently prices the chances of that happening in 2025 as above 50%. And as you might know, these betting markets have recently beat analysts in a few important events. So with these kinds of powerful narratives intersecting. Official meme coins like Trump, like Melania would naturally have good legs to run on, in my opinion, but you got to watch that valuation. I'll talk more about market cap later on when we look at how high these things can go. So if I wasn't already positioned, I would consider entering during a solid pullback, so something like this, most definitely, and with a size that doesn't affect my ability to sleep at night. Very, very important. And also stay alert for future Trump family token launches, a potential Barron. That really is the gold play, in my opinion. Now I want to talk about the bear case, why you would not touch this. And the main red flag is concentration and tokenomics. They're terrible, like pretty bad. Right now, Trump's $11 billion market cap balloons to $57 billion, fully diluted. And that's because if we go to the holders, 80% of tokens are held by essentially insiders. Right? If you look at the bubble map, it looks pretty obscene. Now, if we go to the official website for the Trump tokens, if you scroll all the way down to where the tokenomics is described, we can see that there's currently 20% of the tokens circulating, 10% for the public, 10% liquidity for the first 3 months. Right, that's a ridiculous amount of concentration for a meme coin, right? It's a joke. So this is why I think this launch is yet again another case of high profile celebrities and people lending their names to crypto bros for a quick payday, right? Because they probably don't know any better. And then to add insult to injury, in 3 months time, right? The vesting period, right? There's a vesting period. This is a meme coin. It begins and we'll start seeing large amounts of Trump being released into the hands of insiders, and they're called creators in CIC Digital. I don't know what that means. And this will be regular over the next 2 years or 9 months, starting in 3 months time. It's not going to be pretty. So the lesson here is if you want to play with the Trump meme coin, you want to make some money, make it happen in the next 3 months before these insiders start dumping on you. Well, dumping on you and also the late retail liquidity that's going to be coming in. Now, Melania's tokenomics actually looks a little bit better. So if I scroll down, we see the tokenomics here. But generally the same themes apply, which is that you have a small allocation for the community and a pretty large one for the insiders. And look, you see these sorts of tokenomic designs for serious projects, right? Needing a multi-year runway to build something amazing, right? To build amazing services and infrastructure. This is a bloody meme coin. There is no excuse for these sorts of tokenomics. The only saving grace though I can think of, right, and this is something that's important to point out, is that if these creators in CIC Digital, whoever they are, maybe these tokens are vesting not into insiders so much, but the hands of fundraisers and organizers of Trump-related initiatives, which a good number of people, I suspect, in crypto might support. Right? So if that's the case, the Trump family should come out and make that clear so that this meme coin actually has a noble purpose behind it. Because right now, there are parts of all of this that it's not a good look for crypto nor Trump. All right, moving on to where and how people are buying Trump, Melania, and so on. And these methods can be broken down across 2 dimensions. There's the DeFi versus CeFi dimension, right? And there's also the payment dimension, right? Are you paying with a cryptocurrency or via some sort of fiat on-ramp? So DeFi, that is as the purists would argue, that is the proper way to do it, giving you self-custody of your tokens in a Web3 wallet. So those who know how to use DeFi on Solana, you can buy from good old Jupiter, Solana's default DEX aggregator, using funds from a Web3 wallet, such as your good old Phantom or Backpack. You can also get these tokens directly through centralized exchanges, such as good old Binance. You can also get it on Coinbase wallet. So this is Coinbase's easy to use DeFi wallet. And also hybrid platforms such as, for instance, eToro, right? So popular all-in-one platforms where you can buy and trade equities and commodities on top of crypto. So all of this making it quite easy for retail to FOMO in. And finally, we are seeing the proliferation of Web 2 style payment methods, right? Such as a credit card, right? So MasterCard, Visa, along with Apple and Google Pay via those networks, PayPal as well. So you can directly use these methods to buy tokens on chain, which is going to help fuel that retail FOMO fire. Retail can also use these methods on new apps like Moonshot, which was created by Dex Screener to compete against Pumped Up Fun to buy the latest meme coins, which just a year ago meant diving into a significant Web3 learning curve. So things really are a lot easier now. And this brings me to how high official Trump and its official derivatives can go. Now, the Trump meme coin could be the GME and Doge moment of 2025. Now, the parallels are there, right? Both Doge and Trump are tied to high-profile figures capable of moving markets. So you may remember back in 2021, during that bull run, Elon Musk pumped Doge at certain times, and what he did or said were major catalysts to Bitcoin pumping or dumping, such as when Tesla announced that they had bought over $1 billion into Bitcoin, driving that first local top. I covered this in quite a bit of detail back then. And during that year, Elon was able to help pump Doge to an all-time high of $75 billion against a total crypto market cap of around 2.5 trillion at the time. Now, fast forward to today, Trump's market cap sits at only $10 billion, which is not going to be diluted for another 3 months. That's good news for traders in the short term, which definitely gives it some legs to run. The overall crypto market cap is now bigger as well, at roughly 3.5 trillion. Add in that factor of how much easier it is now for retail to FOMO into the crypto space, including meme coins. And of course, the fact that Trump himself is a global narrative powerhouse. So yes, I wouldn't be surprised if Trump, Melania, and maybe a future Barron coin to hit some pretty stratospheric valuations. And just focusing on the Trump token alone, I think there is a potential for another 5 to 10x from here if the conditions are right. Still, with these things, you do want to get in early. That really is the critical bit. Getting in early on any potential new launches, such as a Barron token, in my opinion, is a far better setup than getting into the Trump token right now. All right, let's leave it there. Please drop a like if you found this video informative. As always, keep learning, stay safe, and always watch your risk. I'll see you guys next time.